Okay, it's time for me to give you my first team All-NBA predictions. Now, I know that the season is on hiatus, but if we do get the season back, it's probably going to go right into the playoffs. If maybe a couple of, maybe 6-7 games in the regular season just to kind of finish things up. So we kind of have a good picture as far as who's going to be on the first, the second, and the third All-NBA teams. Now you got to keep in mind, there's no Steph Curry, no Durant this year. Guys like Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, these guys for the most part are going to be out of this equation because of injury. So I'm going to give you my first, second, and third team All-NBA for the 2019-2020 season. Let's get into it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome back to Journey of a Ballaholic, the best talk show for basketball addicts. I'm your host, General Hannibal X. Now, if you're new on this channel, you're going to be getting my passionate and unfiltered opinion on the hottest NBA and college basketball topics. Listen, I'm a ballaholic, and if you're a ballaholic like me and you're missing the NBA, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tap that notification bell so that you'll be updated whenever I drop new videos, which is going to be every Monday and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, before we get this video kicked off, go ahead down to the comment section for the comment of the day. Let me know, who do you have making the first team All-NBA? Also, second and third team, if you want to add that as well, let me know in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Now, the third team we're going to start with, third team All-NBA. And in all honesty, this was tough because there's a lot of guys who have had some really good seasons. But unfortunately, everybody can't make the All-NBA team. You got to keep in mind, an all-star team, you've got 12 guys on each side. That's 24 spots. So that means that every single year, out of 24 all-stars, 9 of those guys aren't even going to make the All-NBA team. So we're talking about the cream of the crop. Now, once again, it kind of helps this year that, once again, the Currys, the Durants, the Thompsons, the Irvings, those guys were injured, unfortunately. So those guys don't even have to factor into the equation. But you also have some other guys that did not make the All-NBA teams on my team. Guys like a Bradley Beal, who had an amazing season, but he was right on the outside of being an all-star, as well as he's right on the outside of making my All-NBA team. Another guy that didn't make the team, Donovan Mitchell, having a fantastic season. Unfortunately, he doesn't make my All-NBA team. However, let's go ahead and jump into the guys that did make the All-NBA third team. And I got to start off with Donovan Mitchell's teammate, the big man, the Eiffel Tower. How about Rudy Gobert? Now, in the season, Gobert's averaging 15 points, 13.7 rebounds, giving you 2 blocks, and doing all that while shooting 69.8% from the field. Him as well as Donovan Mitchell, they're leading the Utah Jazz to the 4th seed in the West at a record of 41-23. Now, moving on, we've got also on the third team, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler this year came over to the Miami Heat and has totally re-energized and revigorated that team, averaging 20 points per game, over 6 rebounds and 6 assists, helping to lead the Miami Heat to the 4th place in the East with a record of 41-24. Also joining them on the third team at the forward spot, I've got Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum right here had a breakout season, and as the season was going on, he's only getting better. He's averaging 23.6 points, almost 6 rebounds, 2 assists, leading the Boston Celtics to the 3rd seed with the record of 43-21. Now, Tatum isn't the only Celtic, as he's partnered with the guard for the All-NBA third team, Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker right now, like I say, is helping Jason Tatum to get the Boston Celtics to a top 3 seed in the East, averaging 21 points, 4 rebounds, almost 5 assists, on 42% from the field and 37.7% from deep. Now, filling out the last spot on my All-NBA third team at the guard spot, I've got Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is putting up 27.5 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and is helping the Houston Rockets to the 6th seed in the tough Western Conference with the record of 40 wins and 24 losses. Now, let's go ahead and recap the All-NBA third team. Once again, I got Gobert, Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, and Russell Westbrook. Now let's go ahead and move on to the second team. Now we're going to start with the forwards. Coming in on the second team, I've got Pascal Siakam. Starting it off at the forward position, averaging 23.6 points, 7.5 rebounds, 3.6 assists, leading the Toronto Raptors, who are coming off of their first championship, as he showed that he could be the second best player on that championship team, to the 2nd seed in the East without Kawhi Leonard with the record of 46 wins and 18 losses. moving over to the next forward position, we've got Jokic, the Joker, leading the Denver Nuggets to the 3rd seed in the West with a record of 43-22. The Joker is giving you 20 points a night, 10 rebounds, along with 7 assists. I mean, this man, for a big man, is almost a walking triple-double. Gotta have the big man on my second team filling out one of the 4 spots. Now, the last 4 spot on the second team is going to be Kawhi Leonard, coming in averaging almost 27 points a game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, leading the Clippers to the 2nd seed in the tough West with a record of 44 wins and 20 losses. Now let's move on to the guard position. In the guard position, I got to start off with Damian Lillard. Dame Dollar is trying to get this Portland team into the playoffs. Now, they were a little far down, but he's got them back into the 9th seed with a record of 29-37. He's averaged 29 points, 4 rebounds, as well as 8 assists. And filling in beside him on that guard spot on the second team, I got to go with the young point guard out of Atlanta. Trae Young, averaging 29.6 points, 4.3 rebounds, over 9 assists, shooting 43% from the field, as well as 36% from 3. This young man right here, his future is extremely bright. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to make that first team. But as we recap the second team, I've got Pascal Siakam, the Joker, Kawhi Leonard, I got Dame Dollar, as well as Trae Young for my All-NBA second team. Now, that moves us on to the first team. And coming in on the forward spot on that first team, I got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Right now, the leading candidate for MVP is 3rd in the NBA in scoring at almost 30 points a game, 3rd in the NBA in rebounding at almost 14 rebounds a game, and still giving you 5.8 assists, leading Milwaukee to the best record in the NBA at 53-12. Now, filling out the next forward spot in the West, coming in, I've got Anthony Davis. 9th in the NBA in scoring, 26.7 points a game, giving you 9.4 rebounds, 3 assists, and he's 3rd in the NBA in blocks at 2.4. Davis, to be honest with you, he's probably the leading candidate for Defensive Player of the Year, an absolute factor as why the Lakers are dominating the West like they are. Now, beside him in that front court spot at the forward, I gotta have his role. Now, joining him in that front court at the other forward spot is his road dog, his partner in crime, LeBron James. After 25.7 points in his 17th season, giving you 8 rebounds, he's leading the NBA in assists with 10.6 assists a night, and helping Anthony Davis to lead the Lakers to a 49-14 record, as they have been the only team in the West to clinch a playoff spot up until this point. So I gotta have Davis and LeBron filling out that forward spot. Now, as we go to the guard position, this right here is a no-brainer. I gotta have James Harden, who's leading the NBA in scoring with 34 points a game. 34 points a game, along with 6 rebounds and 7 assists. Him and Russell Westbrook have the Houston Rockets right now in a prime position to make the playoff appearance and try to challenge some of these LA teams once the playoffs come. Now, filling out that other guard spot, I got Luka Doncic, who's leading the NBA in triple-doubles, averaging 28.7 points per game, giving you over 9 rebounds and 8.7 assists a night. Luka has been absolutely balling, and he's got the Dallas Mavericks prime position to make the playoffs as they're the 7th seed in the West with the record of 40-27. So to recap my first team All-NBA, I've got Giannis, Anthony Davis, LeBron, James Harden, and Luka Doncic. So what do you think about my All-NBA first team, second, and third team predictions? Let me know in the comment section below. Listen, if you've missed any of my previous videos, take a look right here. Just click the boxes on the screen. You'll be able to see some of the past playlists as well as some of the past episodes that we've done. As always, I appreciate you for taking a look at this video. Until next time, peace.